Hello everyone, this is practice test number 7, section 3, problem number 6, no calculator. So in these few videos we're going to explore problems that cannot be done by in your head, and most likely you will use scratch paper to solve these problems. Okay, so a company that makes wildlife videos purchases camera equipment for $32,400. The equipment depreciates in value at a constant rate for 12 years, after which it is considered to have no monetary value. How much is the camera equipment worth 4 years after it is purchased? So the first thing that you need to do, you need to set up your variable. And in this case, we're going to label it as x, and then we're going to say the depreciation amount each year. Okay, so this is what x will be, the depreciation amount each year. The amount by which the camera equipment will depreciate each year. Okay, and it's going to be the same amount. The reason why it's a variable is because we're going to calculate it, right? We don't know it. So since this amount will be the same each month, it means that every year, not each month, each year. So it means that in 12 years, the total amount of depreciation will be 12 times x, right? And since it goes all the way to 0, it depreciates up until 0, because it says after which it is considered to have no monetary value, right? So it turns to 0. It means that we can start from 0 and add simply the 12 times x to get to $32,400. Okay? So from 0, we're going to add x plus x plus x plus x 12 times, right? 12 times we're going to add the x, so we're going to get 12x, and that will be the starting amount after which the value began to depreciate. Okay, so it's going to be $32,400. So 12x is equal to $32,400. Now, in 4 years' time, the depreciation will be 4x dollars, right? Because x is the depreciation amount each year. So in 4 years, it's going to be 4x by which the value will depreciate. Okay. So now let's think of how we can transform the 12x into the 4x. We just simply divide 12x by 3, right? To make it 4x. So we don't have to solve 4x and then calculate 4x after that. We can do it simpler. We can do it quicker, right? So 4x will be 12x over 3. And that, since 12x is equal to 32,400, 32,400 will be divided by 3. Well, you might say, oh, I have to use the long division because 32 doesn't go into 3. Or how can we know how many times does 3 go into 324? It's messy, right? I recommend doing it this way. To avoid long division, you can do it even quicker. Just look at it. You can actually you can actually split this amount, $32,400, into the multiples of 3. You can have 30,000 plus 2,400. Okay? You see how you split this amount into two amounts? And both of these amounts are multiples of 3. And how do we know that? Because 30 is a multiple of 3, so 30,000 must also be a multiple of 3. Because 30,000 is a multiple of 30, right? And same thing for 2,400, right? Because 24 is a multiple of 3. And 24,000 is a multiple of 24, so 2,400 must also be a multiple of 3, okay? So you can avoid long division this way because this is so much quicker. Believe me, just try it. So 30,000 divided by 3 is 10,000, right? It's simple. And 2,400 divided by 3 is 8 times 100, right? Because 24 over 3 is 8, and 2,400 divided by 3 is 800. So then the result is simply 10,800, right? So that's your 4x, the depreciation amount in 4 years' time. Now that's not, that's the depreciation amount, right? It doesn't say how much the camera will be worth in 4 years. It just says how much value has it lost. okay, in 4 years' time. So now the answer is that you have to subtract this result from 32,400, the original value of the camera equipment, right? So 32,400 minus 4x is going to be 32,400 minus 10,800, right? And then let's see how we can do it algebraically without having to do vertical work again. We can do 32,400 minus 11,000, right, to make it easy, and then simply add 200 on top, because 11 minus 11,000 plus 200 is the same thing as minus 10,800, right? You're just subtracting 200 more, and then you're going to add it after that to make it to account for that. Okay, so you're going to have 32,400 minus 11,000. That's easy, right? It's just going to be 21,400, right? Because it's a perfect number. It's easy to work with. And then 21,400 plus 200 is simply 21,600. And that's going to be your answer choice C. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.